Born with caudal regression syndrome, a rare condition that affects about 1 in every 25,000 to 40,000 children born each year, my dreams and ambitions are to one day make the Olympic team and become one of the best freestyle wrestlers in the world. Did you know that some people live extraordinary lives that push the limits of what we consider normal? From rare diseases that make bones brittle to an unusual condition that causes an allergy to water? Join us as we explore the fascinating world of 10 remarkable people with very rare diseases. Zion Clark's story is a living testament to extraordinary determination, marked by his battle against a rare and challenging condition known as caudal regression syndrome. Born on September 29, 1997 in Columbus, Ohio, Zion's life was fraught with difficulties from the moment he was born. Caudal regression syndrome, a rare condition that severely affects the development of the lower spine, left Zion without the use of his lower limbs. This condition impacts the development of the spinal cord and nervous system, resulting in Zion being born with severely underdeveloped legs and feet, leaving him unable to walk. This became even more complicated as Zion faced other health challenges throughout his life. However, his spirit was never broken. Zion was placed into the foster care system at a young age, where he had to adapt to a new living environment while facing his physical limitations. Zion's adoptive parents, who saw beyond his condition and recognized his potential, provided him with the love and support needed to overcome obstacles and thrive. As he grew up, Zion did not let his condition define his limitations. He became an exceptional athlete, particularly in wrestling. His story gained widespread attention when he competed on his high school wrestling team, where his incredible strength and agility defied the expectations often associated with his condition. In addition to wrestling, Zion is also a motivational speaker. His journey has inspired many as he shares his story of overcoming adversity and pushing past all limitations. His speeches and public appearances emphasize the importance of perseverance, self-belief, and the power of love and support from loved ones. Zion uses his platform to raise awareness and advocate for people with disabilities, encouraging them to pursue their dreams despite the obstacles they face. He continues to break down barriers and challenge stereotypes, proving that with determination and support, anyone can achieve remarkable feats, even when confronted with the challenges posed by rare diseases. Levi's story is an emotional journey of rare medical conditions and the power of connection and support. Levi, a boy with Jansen's metaphyseal chondrodysplasia, is one of only 22 people in the world diagnosed with this extremely rare form of congenital dwarfism. This condition disrupts the normal development of bones, particularly in the arms and legs, leading to a unique and challenging physical development pattern that affects both mobility and overall growth. Levi's journey took a pivotal turn when he had the opportunity to meet other children who were also affected by the same condition. This meeting was organized by the Alfred the Fern DuPont Hospital for Children, where the children received specialized care under the guidance of Dr. William McKenzie, a leading expert in pediatric orthopedic surgery. This gathering was not only a medical consultation, but also a significant milestone in Levi's life, as it connected him with others facing similar challenges and provided valuable support and understanding. For Levi, meeting other children with Jansen's metaphyseal chondrodysplasia was a transformative experience. Seeing others who lived with the same rare condition brought him a sense of solidarity and understanding, something that is extremely rare in the world of rare diseases. Due to the rarity of this syndrome, finding others with similar experiences is incredibly challenging, and the psychological and emotional support gained from these meetings was invaluable. The meeting provided Levi with a rare sense of solidarity and understanding, while also offering valuable insights into his condition and management strategies. For Levi and his family, it was a reassurance that they were not alone, and that a community of expertise was ready to support them in their journey with this rare disease. Levi's story not only highlights the importance of specialized medical care, but also serves as a testament to the mental strength derived from shared experiences, helping the family overcome challenges and nurture hope for the future. Larry Gomez suffers from a rare genetic condition known as hypertrichosis, commonly referred to as werewolf syndrome, due to its noticeable effects on appearance. Hypertrichosis is characterized by abnormal hair growth on most parts of the body, and Larry's case is particularly striking. Since childhood, Larry Gomez from Texas has exhibited an unusually dense and abnormal hair growth covering his entire body. This condition, which earned the nickname werewolf syndrome due to its resemblance to the mythical werewolf figure, leads to hair growth far beyond typical patterns. Larry's hair is particularly thick and coarse, covering not only his arms and legs, but also his face, back, and torso. This dense hair growth is a distinctive feature of his condition and has become an inseparable part of his identity. Hypertrichosis can be congenital or develop later due to medical conditions or treatments. In Larry's case, the condition is congenital, caused by a genetic mutation, with several members of his family also affected, highlighting the hereditary nature of the disease. His distinctive appearance often makes him the focal point of attention, sometimes unwanted. Despite social stigma and the practical challenges he faces, Larry has shown remarkable courage. He uses his platform to educate the public about hypertrichosis, helping to break down stereotypes and promote understanding. Managing the condition on a daily basis is complex, involving regular grooming and hair removal. Despite these challenges, Larry maintains an optimistic spirit, embracing his unique appearance. As an extremely rare condition, hypertrichosis draws attention due to its rarity and distinctive traits. Larry's story has raised awareness, emphasizing the importance of empathy and understanding for individuals with rare genetic conditions. Johnny Kennedy, often referred to as the butterfly child, was born on January 31, 1966, in the United Kingdom. He was diagnosed with recessive dystrophic epidermolysis bullosa, EB, a severe form of a rare genetic disorder that causes the skin to be extremely fragile, blisters and tears with even the slightest contact. This condition leads to intense pain and increases the risk of infections. Johnny had to endure continuous wound care and complex medical interventions to manage the pain and prevent complications. Despite the hardships, Johnny stood out for his resilient and optimistic spirit. He became a strong advocate for the epidermolysis bullosa, EB community, using his personal experience to raise awareness about the condition. Through media outlets and documentaries, Johnny's story brought attention to the challenges faced by those living with EB, while also calling for support in research and the development of treatments. His efforts not only inspired many, but also contributed to a wider understanding of the disease and the need for better care options for those affected. Johnny passed away on September 10, 2003, at the age of 37. Despite a life full of suffering, his legacy remains memorable for his advocacy in medical research and raising awareness about rare genetic disorders. His efforts inspired many to continue supporting the EB community, and contributed to a greater understanding of the condition, leaving a lasting impact on the fight for better care and treatments for those affected by epidermolysis bullosa. At just 5 months old, J.T. Borovka's life was forever changed when he was diagnosed with triose phosphate isomerase (TPI) deficiency, a rare metabolic disorder caused by a genetic mutation that impairs energy production. This condition leads to severe neurodegeneration and chronic anemia, with most children diagnosed with it not surviving beyond the age of 5. After numerous attempts to obtain an accurate diagnosis, JT's parents, Tara and Jason Borovka, received the heartbreaking news. The Borovka family turned to Professor Michael Palladino at the University of Pittsburgh, who was conducting research on TPI deficiency. Palladino's research suggested that if a suitable drug could be found from over 2,000 FDA-approved medications, it could be used immediately to help JT. To support the research, the Borovkas, professional fishermen from California, actively fundraised, raising $200,000 out of their $1 million goal. Their efforts made a significant contribution to the research, and Palladino highly appreciated their dedication. Currently, JT, now over 1 year old, remains relatively healthy thanks to early detection and adherence to a special diet. The Borovka family hopes that Professor Palladino's research will soon lead to an effective treatment, giving JT a brighter future. Simple joys like sitting in the car and holding the steering wheel have brought hope and light to the family during this challenging journey. Born in Hastings, Minnesota, Ivy Angerman was just a small child when her parents, Dan and Brittany Angerman, noticed unusual signs on her skin whenever she came into contact with water. What seemed like a simple bath routine quickly turned into a nightmare as Ivy's skin would break out in painful hives and rashes, accompanied by intense itching and burning sensations. After several visits to the doctor, Ivy was diagnosed with aquagenic urticaria, a rare allergic condition so uncommon that only about 100 people worldwide are known to have it. Aquagenic urticaria is a form of physical allergy in which contact with water, regardless of its temperature, triggers a severe allergic reaction on the skin. For Ivy, this means that even the slightest exposure, such as bathing, swimming, or even sweating, can result in unbearable pain. This diagnosis was a huge shock for Ivy's family, forcing them to accept that their daughter could no longer enjoy simple pleasures like playing in the rain, swimming, or even crying, as these activities could pose a serious danger to her health. To manage Ivy's condition, her family has had to make significant changes to their daily routines. Bathing must be done quickly and carefully, ensuring that her skin is moisturized immediately afterward to prevent flare-ups. They also need to be especially mindful of the weather, as even high humidity or light rain can trigger symptoms. Despite working closely with dermatologists and allergy specialists, managing aquagenic urticaria remains a daily challenge for Ivy and her family. Nevertheless, Ivy's story is a powerful source of inspiration. Her family has actively worked to raise awareness about this rare condition, sharing their experiences with the public to help the community better understand the impact of aquagenic urticaria. Their efforts not only draw attention to the challenges faced by patients with this condition, but also provide valuable support and encouragement to other families with children affected by similar rare diseases. Deja and Antoine are a remarkable couple, united by their shared experience with osteogenesis imperfecta, OI, also known as brittle bone disease, a rare genetic disorder that causes bones to be fragile and prone to fractures. Deja, born in 1991, was diagnosed with OI at a young age and has faced frequent fractures and orthopedic surgeries. Despite these challenges, she remained determined to pursue her education and became an active advocate for the OI community. Similarly, Antoine, born in 1988, has endured numerous hardships but turned them into motivation to raise awareness and support for others affected by the condition. The two met in an online support group where they shared their experiences of living with the condition and supported each other. Their shared understanding of the daily challenges fostered a bond that grew from a virtual friendship into a real-life love story. When they finally met in person, they quickly discovered a deep connection and mutual empathy, leading them to jointly commit to advocating for the OI community. As a couple, Deja and Antoine actively participate in activities such as organizing events, giving talks, and fundraising to raise awareness about OI. Their collaboration not only helps the community gain a deeper understanding of the condition, but also provides greater support for others facing similar challenges. Gail and Tim are a couple whose lives have been profoundly impacted by neurofibromatosis, NF, a group of genetic disorders that cause tumor growth on nerves. Both have NF1, the most common form, characterized by benign tumors, neurofibromas, skin changes such as café au lait spots, and bone abnormalities. Diagnosed at a young age, Gail has endured pain, multiple surgeries to remove tumors, and learning difficulties that required specialized educational support. Similarly, Tim also has NF1 and has experienced the growth of multiple tumors, leading to chronic pain that has forced him to adjust his lifestyle and undergo frequent medical checkups. However, he has turned his experiences into motivation to advocate for greater awareness of the condition, helping the community better understand and support others facing similar challenges. Gail and Tim met through a support group for individuals with neurofibromatosis, where they shared their experiences and helped each other navigate challenges. Their friendship gradually grew into a deep relationship, built on mutual empathy and support. Together, they manage their health, face complex surgeries, and strive to improve their quality of life. Their relationship stands as a testament to the power of companionship and optimism in living with this condition. Stephen Hawking, one of the greatest theoretical physicists of the 20th century, is a living testament to overcoming adversity to achieve extraordinary heights. Born in Oxford, England in 1942, Hawking had a typical childhood and excelled academically. However, at the age of 21, he was diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS, a rare condition that causes motor neuron degeneration, progressively robbing him of his ability to move. At the time, doctors gave him only a few years to live. Despite the severe impact of ALS on his mobility and speech, Hawking never gave up. With the unwavering support of his family, friends, and advanced technological aids, he continued his scientific research. One of his most remarkable contributions was his theory on black holes and the concept of Hawking radiation, which introduced groundbreaking insights into cosmology. Beyond his research, Stephen Hawking was also an exceptional educator and the author of numerous popular science books, most notably A Brief History of Time, which has been translated into dozens of languages and sold millions of copies worldwide. He inspired not only the scientific community, but also ordinary people with his powerful message that intellect and strong will can transcend any physical limitations. Hawking's life was not only a story of revolutionary scientific discoveries, but also a symbol of extraordinary resilience. He once said, "I am lucky. I have had enough time to do what I love." Hawking passed away in 2018, leaving behind a profound legacy and serving as a source of inspiration for millions around the world. Abul Bajandar, known as the Tree Man of Bangladesh, gained global attention for his rare and painful condition, epidermodysplasia verruciformis, EV. This is a rare genetic disorder that causes the abnormal growth of large wart-like lesions on his hands, feet, arms, and legs with a texture and appearance resembling tree bark. These growths are especially prominent around his fingers and toes, forming massive clusters that severely impact his daily life. With fewer than 10 recorded cases worldwide, epidermodysplasia verruciformis is an extremely rare condition with no known cure. Abul faces large wart-like growths that prevent him from performing basic tasks, including the simple act of holding his young daughter, Janatul. The disease not only brings physical pain, but also inflicts deep emotional scars. Before gaining international attention, Abul lived in poverty, often becoming a subject of curiosity in his local community, where he was treated as a novelty and forced to beg on the streets of Khulna. The turning point came when Abul's story spread across social media, attracting international attention. This support enabled him to receive medical treatment, bringing newfound hope. For the first time, Abul was able to hold his daughter, a deeply emotional moment he had always dreamed of. However, this relief was short-lived. The warts began to regrow with even greater intensity, causing him more pain and challenges than before. Thank you for joining us on this journey to explore the extraordinary stories of people living with rare diseases. Let their courage inspire us to foster empathy, raise awareness, and advocate for increased support for research and resources for those affected by these conditions. Together, we can build a world where no one feels isolated or forgotten. Thank you for following along and engaging in this meaningful conversation.